Hello and welcome to another video review. This is Empire Earth: The Art of Conquest expansion for PC. This was developed by Mediocre Software and published by Sierra Entertainment in 2002, which was the year after the original Empire Earth came out. And it was pretty universally panned by both critics and players, which kind of surprised me given that Empire Earth achieved such success. So I had to ask myself, well, what are they complaining about? And they said that it didn't add enough new content, it didn't really improve anything, so it just didn't fit the price tag at the time. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll be the judge of that myself. And I actually got Empire Earth in the Gold Edition, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. But anyway, they did add in new content. They did not change the visuals at all, so it looks exactly the same. It sounds exactly the same, too. They didn't change the sound design either. So I don't need to talk about those. If you want to hear me talk about those, go watch my Empire Earth review. What they did change a little was the gameplay. They added in 3 new campaigns: the Ancient Rome campaign, the World War II in the Pacific campaign, and the 24th Century Asian campaign, which was kind of weird. Takes place on Mars. It's bizarre. But they added in a couple of new civilizations, namely Japan and Korea. They added in a few new units, some new hero units, and this thing called civilization powers, where, like, say the Chinese can get just-in-time manufacturing, or the Japanese get cyber ninjas, or something like that. Stuff that's cool, but in general, it's only available in certain epics. So when you're actually playing this game and you come across this civ power, it generally doesn't have that big of an effect. So it's kind of weird to have this new feature that would be kind of cool, but it really doesn't affect the game all that much. Kind of depressing, but oh well. The new content they added was kind of odd too. They added in the Space Age, which was the 15th epic. And as a result, you have this already extremely slow game. That was my major complaint with the original Empire Earth. It did have this problem of the micromanagement took way too long to process. Resource gathering took way too long, so you couldn't really get to anything worthwhile until you basically sat through micromanaging for an hour or two. And even then, you'd probably only be in, I don't know, the Bronze Age, maybe, if you were lucky. So, whereas in Age of Empires, you can get up to the final age within 20-30 minutes, no problem. So that was a major problem I had with the original game. The pacing was way too slow, and they did not fix this in The Art of Conquest. They actually made it worse by adding that 15th epic. Now, granted, the Space Age is kind of cool. Everything's basically a robot that does everything. Lasers and plasma beams and stuff are just blasting everything. It's pretty cool, but at the same time, it's really not that big of a deal. Everything basically looks like it was in the Nano Age. So they really didn't change a lot. They just added in a few new things here and there, and it really wasn't that impressive, to be honest with you. I mean, it was kind of cool to have this new stuff, but the more I play with it, I'm like, this was kind of unnecessary. It didn't really feel right. And the campaigns were kind of lackluster. I mean, they weren't bad, but they were just kind of average, and there was really nothing to say much about them. But the new content really didn't justify the full price tag back in the day, which at the time was $30. So that was the major contention here. They didn't add enough content to be worth that $30 price tag at the time. Now, if you get this in Empire Earth Gold, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, right now that's it's either $6 or $10 on GOG, so it's like, you know, no big deal. But even then, I still can't recommend this expansion pack. I didn't have fun with the first game, and The Art of Conquest, which is, you know, an expansion is supposed to improve upon a game, and The Art of Conquest did not improve this game at all. In fact, it made it worse, which is kind of sad, but oh well. Overall, I really can't recommend this expansion pack at all, and nor could I recommend Empire Earth. I give this a 2 out of 5. Thanks for watching.